Now begin to say to yourself today that no matter how life is today, and no matter how life gets, I will succeed. No matter how life is today, and no matter how life gets, I will succeed. Keep saying that to yourself. You see, we feel that the youths are not depressed. And when we talk about depression, I've been receiving a lot of messages, inbox and all of that. And some people say that, it's mature people, it's adults, it's old people that get depressed and all of that, the people living with regrets after living their lives. But the truth is, I have found out in my research that the younger ones, the youth, especially those at the universities, polytechnics, secondary school, even primary school, are more depressed than even the adults. Peer pressure. A lot of youths have sent other youths into depression. So if you're a parent and you're watching this, please communicate with your children, because you do not have an idea what they are going through in school. A lot of youths, we are in a stage, this Gen Z, the age limit for dating has been drastically reduced, and there's nothing we can do about it. But then to aid them, and we can only help if we understand what they are going through. Do not expect that they do not know. Do not expect that these children don't understand. Talk with them. I've interacted with a lot of young folks from secondary school to universities to polytechnics, and I've realized that a lot of youths are going through depression. A lot of youths have this peer pressure, this carcass in school. A lot of them have struggled so much to fit in to their friends, to the setting of other friends in this university. They want to belong. They want to be with their peers and all of that. But because of the way they were trained from home, they are finding it difficult to fit in. But let me tell you, these youths, don't struggle to fit in when you have been created to stand out. But many of them do not know. So you find them finding and struggling and grinding and doing things they shouldn't do because they want to fit in. A lot of youths are now into hookup and runs, not because they enjoy it, not even because they need the money, but because they want to fit in. They want to fit in because they look like Jew man, Jew girl, if they are not doing what others are doing. And when they refuse to do these things, the words said to them by their fellow youths who are doing this thing will send them to depression. So you see a lot of them very upset. You see a lot of them looking so angry. Instead of judging them, try and listen to them. A lot of these youths that I have interacted with are going through deep emotional pains. And you begin to wonder, how can a young person carry this level of load in their mind? Are they not too young? And then I realize nobody is ever too young to be depressed. To be surprised, I was shocked when I realized I saw a girl in primary school. After interviewing that young girl, I realized she was living in depression. She sees her parents fight every day. And every time she goes to school, after watching the parents fight at home, it creates an emotional trauma for her, which has led to post-traumatic stress, which has invariably led to depression for that young girl. A lot of young persons are struggling with relationship breakups. They are young and emotionally unstable, easily deceived, easily manipulated and gullible. So when this breakup happens, you realize that child you have at home, that 18, 17, 16, 15-year-old child you have at home is broken emotionally. And then instead of supporting them, instead of talking with them, we begin to antagonize and fight them, not knowing that they are struggling with deep emotional pains. And that's why I like that saying, be careful with what you say to people. You have no idea what they are going through and the secret battles that they are fighting. Instead of criticizing, why don't you advise? Why don't you listen instead of talking? The world is full of talkers. I am one of them. Can we as mature people, can we even as young people begin to listen? But listen, no matter what they say to you, now I am addressing the young folks. Now I am addressing the youths. Now I'm addressing the university undergraduates, even the secondary school students. No matter what they say to you, no matter what that uncle says to you, no matter what that auntie says to you, always say to yourself that no matter how life gets, no matter how hard life gets, no matter how hard life will get, I will succeed. The more you say it, the more it sinks into your subconsciousness and the more it stops you from getting depressed, because it will trigger a hope that nobody can change. Keep saying to yourself, I will succeed. Even if they say I don't belong, I will eventually succeed. Even if I refuse to do the hookup and they see me as a Jew girl, I will succeed. Even if I refuse to join them in their Yahoo and all of that, and they see me as somebody who is not trending, I will succeed. Even if I do not have views. I received an inbox from one of the young girls that inboxed me, and she said, I'm so depressed. Every time I post, nobody likes. So because people are not liking your posts on social media, you see them getting depressed just because people don't like their posts on social media. Little things cause depression. Even if they don't like your post on social media, even if they don't comment, even if they don't share, still keep saying to yourself, one day I will succeed. Because what you say is what actually makes your day. This is Moments with Dr. Henry. Thank you so much for watching. I still remain Obidi Henry.